Was there a situation where you and Cassie was having sex and he kind of like put his ass in your face or
Yes,
something like
that's
that?
the same encounter we was talking about in the SLS hotel. So he asked me if I'm gay, and I curse him out. No, 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 get out of here. He gives me the money. I'm thinking it's over. A couple of minutes later, they called me into the bedroom for the encounter. Now, the way it always is, and this is why I believed for a long time he probably was bisexual, is he would position me so he could watch me jerk off. Like, my whole penis had to be in view. If I turned my body and he couldn't see the whole penis, he would tell me to turn more this way. Literally. Like, oh, you got to turn more this way. So eventually I started catching this guy wants to see me jerk off. That really bothered the hell out of me. Of course, this is why I drank and I did drugs during it, because then I wouldn't really pay attention. I would just be looking at this beautiful woman because of the ecstasy in my system. I want to have sex with her. So I'm sitting there looking at her. She's masturbating. She looks great sitting there masturbating. All of a sudden, he jumps up and says, I want to eat a pussy. This had been 2015, 16. I had been with him 6, 7 years. I had never seen him eat a pussy. Never. Never seen him run down there like he had to service her. He only really wanted to have sex with her kind of in competition with me because I would slay it. He would get, like, I guess, horny or want to prove he could do better, so he would try to run and do better than me after. None of that ever worked. But none of that really worked. This is why the domestic violence would start. He would try, he would catch her laughing, and he would hit her because he caught her laughing, looking at me because he was trying to slay it better than me. Swear to God. And I told the prosecutors this. Diddy was, so he goes, he jumps on the bed, and he's eating her out, but as he's eating her out, he's positioning his asshole right in front of me. So, at first I'm not really thinking about it. I just moved to the right. I'm thinking he's into it, he's high, maybe a pussy tastes good. So he's just so absorbed, but then here's the weird part, Vad, he scooted over to the right, back in my front of my line of view, because I'm trying to watch her vagina. I got to sit here and jerk off. I should at least be looking at vagina. I'm not trying to look at this guy. So when he did it again, I'm like, what the fuck? So I moved back to the left side of the room. So now we got 1 move, 2 move. He follows me back this way. So I said, all right. So immediately I go back to the other side of the bed. When I saw him scooting back the other way, I said, yo, what the fuck is you doing, man? And he stopped immediately. I said, yo, bro, why you keep moving in my view? Like, I'm trying to watch her play with herself. You all over the bed. He looked at me like I was stupid. He was like, oh, my bad, player. And he got up, sat back in the chair, and said, y'all could do your thing. She says, come here. That's what I was waiting for the whole time. So I go to jump into the vagina, get in the vagina. She and I start going. He stops us right in the middle. Yo, give us a second. All right, kicks me out the room. I go into the other room, blue balled, I was ready to fuck, so I'm in the other room. I actually tried to squeeze one out in the corner. I was so horny while they wasn't watching in the other room, but she came out and caught me. Broke out laughing. She catches me jerking off, trying to get it out. She says, yo, you gotta go. What happened? And she says, listen, don't worry about it. But as she's walking me to the door, she says, yo, you're dope, you passed. What are you talking about? She's like, you passed, you're dope. She gives me a big hug. She passes me some money. She says, listen, we got to go do this show. We'll be back tonight. We'll call you back tonight. They call me, I want to say 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I go back to have sex with her in the room. I think I stayed there until sometime the next evening. They never mentioned a word about it. I never heard about it again.
In the moment that Diddy said, are you into men? If you had said yes, what do you think would have happened?
I don't know, because I've never imagined saying yes. I've never actually thought about what if I had said yes, because it was a 100 undeniable no.
No, I get it. I'm not saying you should say yes. I'm just wondering, based on the vibe, what did you anticipate Diddy saying?
Well,
after that,
if I think about it now with what I know,
yeah,
he probably, and what he did, I believe that he was trying to get me to fuck him. I think what he did was I think he put his asshole in front of her vagina because he told me to stand there and keep jerking off and watching her vagina. But like I'm telling you, he kept blocking her vagina with his asshole. So I think what he was actually trying to do was get me to correlate his asshole with her vagina by putting himself in front of me every time I was whacking off. I know, man. I know. Okay. I want to be fair to him, though, because I don't want to, like, he's been through a lot. So I don't want to put a label on this man that he don't deserve, but I was there, Vlad. I know what he did. I know how it happened, and I know this is what he was intended to do. He was trying to manipulate, because it makes no sense. Why would you keep putting your butthole in front of a man that you're telling to watch your girl jerk off? Watch your girl play with herself.
I mean, look, you rub dudes cum on your nipples, so you
Yeah.
really can't get mad at any gay accusation for the rest of your life. I mean, no Diddy has become the new slang for no homo or pause.
Yo,
So
he's the new face of domestic violence. He's Diddy Turner.
yeah.
He's Diddy Turner. He has totally replaced Ike Turner.
Well, almost like a gay Diddy Turner. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you got to have a whole new classification for him. I mean, listen,
The semen
it's
on
a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Okay, so 2018, Diddy and Cassie break up.
Yes.
And so now you're not seeing Cassie on your own or anything else like that. She moves on. She, gets with Alex Fine. And they start their relationship. She, gets pregnant at some point, et cetera, et cetera.